of the high school football season. District play starting up across the Arklatex. Welcome into the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz. I am Brad Cisak.
And I'm Tim Owens. Another exciting night here on the Blitz. 27 games in tonight's show.
That's right, Tim. Plus, the voice of the Airline Vikings, Ben Mintz, is in the building. He'll be joining us a bit later in the show.
But before we get there, Brad, let's start out with the battle of unbeatens taking place in Shreveport. The Haughton Buccaneers in Shreveport take on the Byrd Yellow Jackets. Pick it up second half. 14-7 Bucks with the lead, but Byrd has an answer. Charlie Barham takes it in from 3 yards out, and we have a tie ball game. Haughton, though, answers right back. Check this out, Brad. Peyton Stovall looking deep down the field and finding Tristan Sweeney. The deep ball, great catch. Down at the 1. Bucks score on the next play to take a 21-14 lead. After the Jackets tied it up on the next drive, this is 4th down now for Haughton, Brad. You know I didn't play high school football, and that's obvious. But this is the kind of play I would have liked to have ran if I played high school football here in Shreveport. Jason Brotherton reaching into the bag of tricks. Matthew Whitten ended up with the ball and wins the race to the pylon. Haughton stays unbeaten. They run by Byrd tonight. 42-21 the final.
Like minds think alike. Maybe Coach Brotherton can get you on staff there.
There we go.
The Airline Vikings still looking for their first win at home against Southwood. Second quarter, Vikings driving. The starting center got hurt early in this game. Backup in there, had a bad snap. Southwood's Kevin Pettis there for the sack on Brad Freem. Later in the quarter, Southwood trying to get some offense going. Xavier Randall eluding the first defender, but gets popped by Brian Feaster. Now Vikes back on offense, up 21. Give is to Jamal Johnson, and he finds Paydirt. Vikings in control on the home turf. Backups in for most of the second half. All Airline tonight, 35-0 the final.
The Parkway Panthers crossing the Red River to open district play against Evangel's Eagles, looking for their first win of the year, and they strike first. Blake Chapin calling his own number, finds a crease, and he was gone. The long touchdown run made it 7-0. Next possession, after Evangel muffed a punt, Panthers in business. But check this out, Brad. They fumble the exchange. Caleb Sharon picks it up, and he gets the corner. Finally pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, all the way to the fence there. 2 plays later, Elijah Barnett takes it in from a yard out, but this one was all Evangel from there. 56-20 the final in that one.
In 4A, the Benton Tigers with their first win last week, taking on Bossier tonight. Opening drive for the Tigers. Clint Lassiter keeps it on the option, weaving through the defense. He will take it down to the 1-yard line, and those Tigers will cash in on that big play. This is Keldrick Moody with the rock in for the easy score. Tigers in business early. Now, on the ensuing kickoff, the Bearcats are going to field it, and it is going to be Daniel Moore trying to make something happen. He's going to bounce it outside on the return, but sometimes when there's nothing there, it's just best to go down, and that's why. The Tigers strip the ball loose and recover the fumble, and they will make the Bearcats pay. Lassiter looking to the sideline, finds Bubba Osby. Jumping up in the air for the catch, he outruns the defenders for the score. Tigers up by 13. All Benton tonight. They take down Bossier 51-0.
The Woodlawn Knights on the road to open district play, taking on BTW tonight. This is Kentrez Roby finding Brian Stewart. We've heard this kid's name called all year long. Brian Stewart, he's fast, Brad, and he's going to outrun everybody all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Woodlawn takes the lead. A little bit later, Roby again, after a little celebration here. Woodlawn having a little fun down there.
That was a long run.
In the end zone of the stadium. Roby this time swinging it out and finding Jatavius Morris. This time, Morris is going to take it to the house for the touchdown. But, Brad, this game closer than expected. Woodlawn wins 14-7.
Close one there over at BTW. Loyola Flyers, they're undefeated, but on the road for a tough one against Sterlington. Sterlington up 14-7. Flyers in the red zone trying to make something happen, but the pass is intercepted. That is Cole Jones coming away with the pick for Sterlington. Now next Panthers drive. They have the ball at the 30. Hayes Crockett gives it to Dallas Rager. Rager takes it about 10 yards before he's brought down, but that is a first down for Sterlington. A few plays later, they're at the 15. Crockett throwing down to Jordan Townsend. Following a missed PAT, Sterlington leads 20-7 after that touchdown. Sterlington hangs on for the win as they take down the Flyers 34-13.
The Manny Tigers looking to bounce back after last week's loss to North DeSoto. At home tonight against Union Parish. This is quarterback Trent Ginn for Union Parish taking it in for a little 10-yard touchdown run there, but the Tigers with an answer. Manny quarterback Zaquarius Roan calls his own number. He's going to get to the outside, and it looks like he's going to win the race. Oh, that's not a touchdown run. 14-yard gain. That gives him a first down. Very next play, Terrence Williams
this is the touchdown.
Is going to take it in for the touchdown. Manny all over Union Parish tonight. Big win for the Tigers. 33-14 the final.
All right, it's now time for the Southern Quality Fort Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week. And Tim, this week did not disappoint.
That's right, Brad. Undefeated Northwood looked impressive all season long on the road to Open District play at undefeated North DeSoto. Both teams have been going back and forth all week today, getting to settle it on the field. NBC6's Jory Perry is at Griffin Stadium for more of this on this exciting matchup.
Yeah, hey guys, we call it the game of the week because you expect to see good football. Well, this game between North DeSoto and Northwood could have been called the talk of the town game. We had posters, t-shirts, these stands were absolutely filled. But at the end of the night, all of the talking, all of the hype means nothing, and it would all be done on the field. Let's get into some of the highlights from this week's game of the week. Two undefeated teams, the North DeSoto Griffins taking on the Northwood Falcons in the first 4A District 1 game of the season. First half action, Falcons up 7-0 early. Here's Luke Bogan using that arm of his, finds Terry and Jones. Look at that impressive placement. No one's in front of him, so he takes it in for the score. The touchdown put Northwood up 14-0 early, but the Griffins responding. Jaden Procell handing it off to Rakendrick Simpson, and he punches it in for the score through traffic. It's 14-7 Northwood. They'd go up in the half. 17-13, second half now, and Bogan doing what he does, this time airing it out to DeTravian Brown in the end zone. The PAT's good. It's 31-13 in the third quarter. Griffins would strike one last time on a quick handoff, but the damage was done. Northwood going 4-0 on the season in a 43-28 finish. Let's hear from the team after the win.
What better thing to do on a Friday night? You know what I mean? 36 years of this mess, and people say I need to retire and do this and do that. Man, where can you have more fun than this right here, man? What can you have more fun than this right here? And thank y'all. This was as much a hyped high school game for a Shreveport-Bossier area that I've seen in a long time, and y'all made it happen. We appreciate that.
Did you have a lot of fun out there?
Oh, yeah, it was fun. We were a lot of laughing going out on the field.
And to cap this one off, guys, the Northwood fan section saying, you still owe us. Absolutely savage out here tonight. Reporting in North DeSoto, I'm Jory Perry. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
What a game out there. The atmosphere, Brad, I was out there for the 6 o'clock show with that student section and North DeSoto student section, and it was lit out there.
It's lit?
It was lit, like a lighter.
Yeah. I want to know who's calling for Coach Gatlin to retire.
Well, he thought about retiring. He actually did retire and then came back in the offseason because he knew they were going to be really good.
I mean, I hope that no one is like trying to push him out because Coach Gatlin, he's got that team just really going. Northwood looking like they could make a deep run in the playoffs this
Playing
year.
a lot of good football. Coming up on the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz, we head east over to Texas.
Carthage and Gilmer lived up to the billing a season ago. Can they do it again tonight? We find out after the break.
Yeah!